I'm really excited to show that this upcoming Wednesday.
What does it feel like to be here? Because it seems like, I mean, you've put in a lot of time, man. You've got a lot of fights under your belt, and a lot of people get there faster, but it seems like you've really put in the work. What does it feel like to be here at this moment? Because it feels like a big moment for you.
Yeah, it is for sure. I have had a lot of fights. I've been around the sport for a long time, so it's nice because it's really all the hard work is kind of paying off. I had the hard road. I didn't have an easy road. I didn't have any easy fights, to be honest, and really haven't had any easy fights in the UFC. But for me, I've just been extremely disciplined and staying, keeping it one fight at a time, not thinking too far ahead, and just staying focused. So it's led me to be here, which it's definitely an honor.
Now, Jake, you mentioned that you were going for the title, and I had to ask you about that. I know you're not looking past Wednesday, but if you get past Diego, do you think you're number one next in line, or do you think you'd fight the winner of Koscheck and Hendricks?
It's a good question. I really haven't thought much past Diego. I gotta beat him and prove that I'm even considered for that title. But that's definitely my goal, is to get there. So whether it's after this fight or not, that's not up to me. It's up to the UFC, and that's my job, is to fight. So I don't get to choose who or when I fight. So they tell me who, and I'm gonna do my best each fight.
There's been a lot going on at the top of your division, things kind of shaking around and that sort of thing. Do you have any preference for how that plays out? Like you said, you're taking it one fight at a time, but I mean, obviously you got some history with Carlos. George has been the man for a long time. Do you have any preference for how that all plays out?
It's interesting. It really is. I was intrigued by the Diaz and Condit fight. It was such a close fight, and both guys have been top of the guys, in the division for a long time, and I've had some history with Condit, so of course I would definitely like to get that rematch with him. But he's a great fighter. He's done, he's proved that he should be there and he deserves it. So it's not like it's not like he's just put there. He definitely earned it. So I'm looking forward to getting there. So, but I gotta get past Diego, and then hopefully I can meet Condit or or GSP here down the road.
Do you think you'll be calling anybody out? I mean, you've always been kind of a humble, soft-spoken guy, but is it time to start? I mean, you got a nice win streak together. Is it time to start, making some noise a little bit to get what you want?
I've thought about that, and I've said some things before, but at the end of the day, it really comes down to just winning. I've had a lot of friends that like to talk, Chael Sonnen, and there's a lot of guys who like to talk, but at the end of the day, it comes down to winning fights. It really does. I'm not really. I don't think I'm gonna call anybody out. I told Joe and Dana, I'll fight anybody I have to, and really to get to that title. So it starts on Wednesday with Diego. So that's what's really what I'm looking forward to.
Do you think you'll be emotional at all about fighting in the main event in Omaha, or is it a no-pressure situation for you?
No, a lot of people think there's more pressure being at home, and having everybody but for me, I felt more comfortable. It's been easy. I'm not like it's not like it is in Vegas, where there's a lot of crazy lights and people and stuff. But it's more relaxing here. I sleep easy. I've been falling asleep easy at night. Getting 10 hours of sleep, so it's comfortable. It really is. And I think it makes a little more less stressful being here, in Omaha, where I'm going through. So I'm just really focused on is the training and being there.
Have you been able to appreciate this journey of being here in Omaha and fighting in the main event and everything?
I try to just enjoy the ride. I try to enjoy being here, getting this opportunity. This is once in a lifetime opportunity. It really is. And I've really tried to sit back and kind of enjoy it. But it is, at the same time, it's business. I gotta. On Wednesday night, I gotta perform. So really staying focused on Wednesday. But everything. When I leave training, I turn the switch off and relax and have fun and kind of just try to enjoy this experience.
What advice could you offer fighters and wrestlers from Nebraska who are looking to be where you are right now and haven't worked their way up yet? What advice would you give them?
Really, I've always thought it came down to just discipline. Because anybody can. Everyone. There's a lot of guys with a lot of potential. It really is, and that's how it worked out for me. A lot of people saw potential in me that I didn't even see. And when I started competing. when I first started competing in MMA, even wrestling, you know, people saw potential in me and kind of stuff that I never even saw. So I started to realize it, and you know, I think people just need to, you know, younger fighters and athletes just need to work hard and you know, realize their potential. It comes down to how disciplined you are, you know, and the potential is endless.
You're still a relatively young guy, but you have had a lot of fights in your career at this point. Do you feel like you're entering your prime right now and it's time to capitalize on this moment, or do you feel like you're still learning a lot and you have a lot of time left?
Yeah, no, I'm always learning for sure. You know, I think this is you know, I think I'm at the best where I've been in my career so far, but I think, you know, these next 2 years are really going to be my best. The next 2 years are going to be my best, no doubt. I mean, I keep getting better each fight. I keep trying to take stuff out, you know, and learn from each fight, kind of evolve and work on things that I need to work on, you know. So it's kind of it's a process, but I think the next few years are really going to be my best.
What do you expect will be the most difficult part of Diego's game to counter on Wednesday night?
You know, I really haven't worried much about his game, to be honest. I've been just trying to focus on my strengths and what I'm going to do. You know, I've never been one to think about what he's going to do. You know, it starts to put you know, doubt and things in your head that you know, what's he going to do? Like, so I mean, I've really focused on what I'm going to do, what I'm capable of, and I start to realize it each fight. And you know, he's a warrior. He's a great fighter. He's proved that in his last, you know, 12, 15 fights in the UFC. Yeah, he's had a lot, but you know, he's tough and he's hard to beat. But at the same time, you know, I'm hungry and I'm coming in ready. So he's gonna have to deal with what I'm planning on doing. So I'm really focused on, you know, on my offense, really, and my strengths.
He'll definitely have to look for that knockout hand because we've seen you got a lot of power in your hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, I try to, I keep, you know, keep learning, keep growing. You know, having powers, it's a good tool, but I got to be able to, you know, use it in different areas, my Muay Thai and wrestling as well. So it's been growing.
You got the key of the city today. How'd that feel for you?
That's crazy. It's amazing. You know, what an honor. You know, I was shocked. I was really came as a surprise, but you know, it really is an honor. You know, growing up here and living here my whole life, so. What a privilege, you know, and a prestigious honor. So it's really.
Key now unlocked, mystical buildings that we can flip the new key and everything like that.
Yeah, I don't know where it is to yet. We're gonna go find that door after the fight.
It seems that there's like a clog at the top of the division right now. So if Condit waits on GSP and we've got Koscheck coming up, how long would you feel comfortable with sitting out? How long would you wait for another fight?
To be honest, I don't like to wait. I don't like to sit out. You know, I can only control, you know, what I do in each fight. You know, like I said, I can't control who I fight or win. You know, I fight. So, you know, I'm looking to hopefully make a return in, you know, May or June. So it doesn't really matter to me. You know, I'm looking to compete. You know, if it's, you know, whether it's Carlos or anybody else, I'm sure it'll be somebody, you know, in the higher division. But I'd like to stay active for sure.
You were outspoken in the past about what you thought of Diaz's style before his fight with Condit. Depending on the length of his suspension, is that a fight you'd be interested in fighting before getting your title shot?
Yeah, sure. You know, okay, you know, I've told, you know, the UFC I'd be willing to fight anybody I have to, you know, to get to the title. So, you know, he's up there, and he's definitely a name I could potentially fight. So, sure.
All right, last question, you guys.
Good.